So what's going on, guys? Writerbox here, and welcome to a brand new episode of the MotoGP 21 career mode. And yes, I am alive. It has been a little while, 4 days I think, since we last released a video. Just had a break, not played the game in well, 4 days obviously, so we're gonna get back into things then in the career mode. When we left off, we did the first round at the LCR Honda team, and yeah, looking forward to getting into the rest of the season. We had a solid 7th place finish. Mir took the win from Vinales, and then Rins on the podium. So there has been an update to the game, and as you can see, the rider livery and suit on the right hand side has been updated to the 2021 livery and everything like that. So other updates included, I'm just going to read the patch notes: added editable camera angle, MotoGP riders and bikes updated to 21 season, new riding help, auto drive for long lap penalty, so any of you struggling with a long lap penalty, you can use that. Added 3 new patterns for custom suits, career mode retune of the skill of the rider of the junior team, retuning of the progression values of the riders of junior team, retuning of reliability of riders in the junior team, several fixes on the neural AI, and minor fixes. So let's see what it's going to be like. I've actually done practice off camera as a bit of practice, and then we're going to get in, do qualifying. So yeah, let's see how we get on them. We can start on some upgrades very soon, so let's get down to qualifying then for the Argentine Grand Prix. Let's go in qualifying 1. It's actually going to be a wet race, so we don't need to worry about saving tyres. I was a bit cautious in the practice session, obviously, to try and save tyres, but yeah, on this lovely Castrol LCR Honda bike, loving it so far, and we ended up with a decent race result out at Argentina. Let's see if we can convert it here into a good quality position and then a solid race result, but we'll have to see how we get on in the wet. Nakagami 38 flat is the benchmark so far, and in lap number 1 then it's been a pretty decent lap time, and we actually go 2 tenths quicker than our sister team Nakagami, and I wonder what the pace is going to be like. I wonder if we do another lap here back to back and then maybe go out for one more lap at the end of the session. See if we'll get through into Q2. Currently 2 tenths underneath. Round turn 3. Oh, spinning up the rear. 3 tenths up through that first sector. Much better. Quarter of a second quicker than before. Everybody's on a red sector time. Look at the tower on the left hand side. On the brakes then. Into turn 5. Flick it in, short shift second gear, make sure we get a half decent exit is okay. Bit wide on the line though. Sarko's just popped it on the top spot there provisionally. Seem to have lost quite a lot of time in that third sector. See if we can recover any in the final sector. Blast for the line, doesn't matter about the exit if we run wide and marginally quicker. And it's so close at the top, look at that, half a tenth. Let's get back into the pit. So let's see what the times are going to be like. We might have to go out one more time here in this session to try and get through to Q2. Soft front. I think the tyre might have just gone off at the end there. 1 lap looks like it's going to be most usable. I'm going to take some fuel out. Let's take a look. Currently P3. Look how close the times are. Polo Spargo just popped it on the top spot on the Repsol Honda. We might just make it through, no problems. Look at that. No, it isn't. Wow, I've properly messed up in my head. You could tell I've been in Moto2 and Moto3 for a while. Why did I think the top 4 spots go through? What am I doing? The top 2. Top 2. Oh, I'm actually a fool. You can tell I haven't played this in a while, but Rins, Rossi not doing well. Brad Binder probably could have done a bit better. I should have gone out for one more lap, but I had the top 4 going through my head for some reason. I know it was the top 2. Why did I do that? Too much Moto2 and Moto3. Okay, it's a wet track. We knew that though coming into this, so we haven't had to save tyres for the race. I am going to go for a soft front, and I'm going to go for a medium rear. Discs, they're going to change on the front for the wet weather, but let's see how we go then. I'm going to put traction control into mode 4. I think that'll give us a good start and some steady traction. Make sure we're not running up, spinning up the rear tyre. Go then, traction control mode 4 for the start. Bit of power mode 3 and everything. Let's go then. 6 laps ahead of us. Gotta try and get past Nakagami on the sister LCR bike. Whoa, I've got a Red Bull KTM up the inside. I've got a Tech 3 slamming up my rear and falling off. Traction control mode 3 is just too... traction control mode 4 is just too slow out of the corners. I'll flick it back into 3, see if that works. Getting back alongside our teammate Alex Marquez. Both Castrol Hondas going side by side through here. Oh, just struggling with the rear end there. Seem to have gone backwards at the start of this Grand Prix. We're going to pick them back up at the end of the straight. Can't find a way through that. Getting back alongside Alex Marquez. Thing is, because Rins was starting in the back, he's a quick rider coming forward. Alicia's quick as well. He's going to be looking to get into the top 10. So do I, really. Oh, whoa, what on earth happened then? Camera angle went weird, but contact with Alicia and down he goes, just running side by side. I thought if it was going to be dry, I felt like I had pace to go onwards and, you know, get into the top 10, but in the wet, I don't know, this Honda doesn't always respond well to the wet conditions. Sometimes it does, but let's see what we can do. Ooh, nothing Lecuona out of the way on the Tech 3. There goes Rins out wide. Where's he off? Right, round the final corner, at the end of the first lap. P16, not ideal, really. Want to be further up the grid than that. Got to close up to the top 15. I want to get in the top 10 every race. That's a bit of a personal aim, really. But we were able to do that out of the first race at Qatar. If you missed it, go check it out. Pretty exciting race. For us fighting through the order, but here we go. Oliveira. See if we can find a way past the factory KTM. Bit of power mode 3 down the straight. Slipstream, distant toe, and then hit the braking zone. Come flying on the brakes. Out wide a little bit. We get clipped by the Pramac of Jorge Martin. He's back through. We've got Enea Bastianini there. Valentino Rossi just behind us. Taking that inside line nicely there. The Petronas Yamaha turning. Come on, Castrol Honda. Oh, Binder hits the deck behind us. Binder's down. Don't know what happened. He just closed in on the braking zone. Then I saw he went flying a little bit wide there, cut across the AstroTurf, get away with it. Didn't really gain time, so figure down second gear. Just struggling with the front end grip here. We're out the side of the points at the minute. Out the final corner then. Can we find a way past Valentino Rossi? No, we can't. I got too much wheel spin coming out that corner. 45.7 is the fast lap from Alex Rins. Coming from near the back. And look at me going out wide on the AstroTurf there. Lecuona goes through. Just got to manage the traction. Let's get him back on the brakes. He goes around the outside. He's brave there and it pays off. Defends well. I'm on the grass. Look at us, we're going backwards each lap. Who's behind us now? Luca Marini and Danilo Petrucci. Let's see if we can get Lecuona back on the brakes. Kind of wish I went for a medium front, actually. Lots of these guys are running medium front. There we go, into P16. Bastianini's in P15, holding that racing line so that no one can get by. Pol Espargaro is struggling a little bit on the Repsol Honda there. Trying to fend off this Tech 3. Pol's got out wide there. Be interested to see where Alex Marquez has gone. I think he's gone forward. I've run it wide here again. Get back on the circuit. Make him up my own circuit. Can't get an overtake because of that. Just hang back. Right, Pol's struggling at the minute. You can see he's a little bit all over the place. Bastianini's trying to find a way through. I'm trying to find a way through the middle. See if we can flick it back. A decent run around the final corner. Get underneath if we can. 47 flat, still a little way off the front runner pace, but we're through now on Pole, who really was struggling, and definitely a medium front tyre would have worked better, I think. But Valentino Rossi's on a bit of a charge in these wet, drying conditions. And if you missed the race of the weekend at Le Mans, oh my god, what are you doing? Go and watch some highlights. What a race that was, pretty crazy. Just the double guessing all the conditions. But let's see if we can close this gap to Valentino Rossi. 1.1 is the gap. I think that might be doable. Look at that, sliding this Castrol Honda into the braking zone. Messed up the entry on the brakes there. Bagnaia down in P13. He was on the front 2 rows, I think. He's obviously struggling in the wet on the Ducati. Didn't in real life, did he? But Rossi's really on a charge right now. Short shifting a little bit. I've got Lecuona still 2/10 back. So, just need to keep plugging away. Just keep away from the AstroTurf this time. I've lost a bit of time through this third sector, and look how wide we are there at turn 11. Lecuona just goes flying through, and it makes you panic. You end up spinning up the rear, trying to get on the power as early as possible. Underneath of Lecuona on the brakes. Whoa! Down he goes. Down he goes. Just came flying up the inside of him, and he clipped our rear tyre. Or did my rear tyre clip him? That's a good question, but can't ponder on that. We need to move on. We need to work on closing down Bagnaia, which sounds ridiculous because he's on a factory Ducati. I'm just scrapping here for points. Just under a second back to Bastianini. And I could be more confident on the brakes there. Don't know what these guys are doing. I don't know if they're battling, but they seem to be falling into our clutches, so... Oh my god, look at the rear. Can't put any power down around these long, medium speed corners. But Rossi's on a charge. Look at him go. He's getting past Marquez, his teammate Morbidelli. He is on a proper charge right now. If these guys keep battling, then we may be able to get by on them. I've got a full lap extra of fuel. A little bit wide there. I am struggling with the front tyre though. You can see, look, it's just not gripping up here. Out wide. Lost time around there. Sector 3 is a killer. Rins has fallen back again. We could pick up a few more points here if they start battling. Front tyre taking a beating on the right hand side into the final corner, but here we go then. Start the final lap. Just marginally quicker on that last lap. Again, we're running a little bit wide into turn 1. Tyres aren't feeling great. What's the gap? 7/6 to Alex Rins on the Suzuki. Close in on the brakes. Whoa! Get out of the way! Come on! Go! 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 And the flashing spray of the other riders is really giving me a headache. It isn't good at all, but we picked up 2 positions there. Morbidelli and Rins struggling. I don't know why they're going so slow at the end. Just not able to up the pace, but Petrucci's behind them as well. Petrucci's going quick behind. And I think Morbidelli may have just crashed. But P12, if we're going to just pull it round, Petrucci's all over the back of us. We're going to be under pressure. I can't be thinking about P12 right now. Petrucci's a good wet weather rider as well, which makes it tricky. Yeah, he's sticking with us. Holding that inside line. He's going to have to go the outside if he wants to get through, but... Whoa, bring it round the final corner just about without crashing. P12, bit of a scruffy race. There were tricky conditions, but Valentino Rossi, 44.5, flying through the grid, made his way up to P6 there. Crazy scenes, but it is. Vinales, P1, Quartararo, P2, and Mir, P3. In the championship, then, you can see, wow, Alex Marquez jumped up the order. Look at that, 5 places. I don't know where he finished in the end, actually. Valentino Rossi jumping up 4 places as well with that 6th place. But Vinales leads from Mir by 4 points. Quartararo, P3. Where are we then in the championship? We've gone down 5 positions because of that. We lost out big time, so... But if we get a few more points, we can jump up all the way up to P4 potentially next time out. But there you go. That has been it for today's episode. It's been a tricky race, but I'm looking forward to the next one. So make sure you stay tuned for that. I believe it's Portimao, I think it is. So stay tuned for that. But as always, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll catch you guys in the next episode.